We're back, baby. Dueling Aces, episode 16. Had a little technical difficulties on my end. Episode 15. Sorry about that. Keep y'all waiting. But we're primed for a big day. Notice the prop there from Prime. Shout out to my buddy Boone, the best sales rep for Prime right away. Maybe one day they'll sponsor the show. Hey, who knows? You never know.
Hey,
But
you never
anyway, what's going on, brother? I mean, you are on fire. Like, holy crap. I'm just going to start following your plays and just, to heck with doing all this work, man. I can just, just riding on your plates. I mean, you're just
know.
what? How many times in a row have you swept the board this week? Two or
No,
three?
just two right now. We're going for number 3 today, man. So see if we
Oh,
can do
man.
it. Yeah. No, it's
Dude,
been
I love it.
talked about it earlier, man. We've been a little flip flop. Last week we
Yeah.
we were up and down a little bit, roller coaster for us, and you were on fire. And now this week you're kind of roller coaster up and down, grinding a little bit. And yeah, we've been hot ever since Monday. So it's good.
Knew it. Glad to hear it. I knew the high tide was coming back for Big Wade the way it has the last several years, really. Your track record speaks for itself. So I wanted to talk about that's just like that's a microcosm for betting baseball right there. So last week I went 14-3, getting all these really nice messages on X. Everybody's fired up, excited.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to keep people calm because I've been doing this over 2 decades. I know no matter if you're struggling or if you're hot, it always swings back the other way at some point. It's a lot like being at a casino playing blackjack. You don't just keep stacking chips the entire night. I mean, that would be great, but that's not reality, right? And so this week, man, yeah, I've lost 4 straight days. I don't mind saying it. It happens. I want people to keep realistic expectations. I mean, it's not a total disaster. We went 2-3, 3 straight days, 1-2 the other day. And a lot of our winners have been plus money, so that's kind of limited the damage. But still, it hurts, man. Anytime a winning streak ends, it hurts, and when you start losing several days in a row. But you can't panic and change your process. That's why Wade and I both preach money management. Betting 1 to 2% of your bankroll per pick, staying conservative, just stack those small amounts over time. So yeah, man. I mean, it's awesome. Glad to see you got it back turned around, brother. I knew it was coming soon, and hope we can both get in the green today to kickstart this weekend.
Thank you, man. And yeah, you will do the same today, starting today. I can feel it. And honestly, going 2-3 on a 4-day losing streak on most of those days, you're giving back minimal units, especially if you're staying strict in your unit management. So 1 unit on all your plays. If not, if you're trying to win 1 unit, um, that's fair enough too. But if you're all over the place, 3 units on one play, 2 units on one play, it's hard. That's going to be a little bit more riskier. So
That's a great point, and I'm glad. Like it never fails, dude. You always hit on good point. Just from us talking, it reminds me of stuff, and I learn stuff, and that's why I've always been just a flat better. Now I just bet 1 unit on everything. I bet 2 wins. So on a favorite, if I'm laying minus 140, I'm going to bet 1.4 to win 1 unit back. If I'm betting a plus 140, I'm going to bet just 1 unit to win the plus 140 back. I know it's old school. It's boring, but it's kept me in the game a long time. I don't mess around with 2 unit, 3 unit bets. I used to do that back in the day. And honestly, it's way too stressful. I used to do those, 3, 4, 5 unit plays. And it was just
yeah,
stupid, man. I was
yeah,
my team. I didn't fully understand, risk. I didn't understand that, hey, this is when sharpest sports bettors in the world are winning at, 54 to 56% rate. I didn't fully understand that as a newer better. And so I feel like really that's our jobs. And we both preach money management is just, hey, pick a unit size you're comfortable with, no matter what your bankroll is. I don't care if it's, $1,000 or $500, whatever it is, but just divide it by 100. And that's your starting bet size right there, 1%. And then just play it out the whole season and find out how good your edge is. And just, but anyway, we can get on with
no,
the
I totally
slate
agree,
though.
man. Are we still talking about the White Sox?
Sadly enough, we are, Wade. Holy crap. These poor guys keep finding ways to lose games. I mean, holy smoke. We talked about it on Monday. Not everybody got to hear it, but they've now lost 14 in a row. They're 1-18 their last 19. worst losing streak since 1956. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's sad at this point, right? It's just sad. I mean, what are you hearing up there? You're close, or somewhat close to Chicago in
Yeah,
Indiana.
no,
What do you?
listen. I usually don't go to bed early, and I went to bed early the other night, and I'm pretty sure the White Sox were up, I don't know, 5-1.
Yep.
Um, Woke up the next morning and the Cubs had won. So I'm not sure what's going on with the White Sox bullpen right now. Obviously, if they get a lead, they can't keep it. So and I'm really shocked right now. So I didn't think they were going to be this bad, but they're definitely going to be sellers at the trade deadline for sure, I believe.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, there's just no doubt. Um, there's just not many bright spots on this team, man. Like, Tommy Pham can hit a little bit. Was it Jimenez? He can hit a little bit. There are some pieces. Dion, or spelled DeJohn, but I think it's DeYoung, Paul DeYoung or whatever. He can hit a little bit. But the pitching's just been abysmal outside of Garrett Crochet, which we'll talk about him later. Outside of him, it's just been a nightmare. Old
Yeah.
guys like Clevenger that just don't have their fastball anymore. Their bullpen, they're just nothing but walking gas cans. I mean, they are the AAA team this year. Last year it was the A's. This year it's the White Sox. Are the worst team by far.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to see Luis Robert or Eloy Jimenez moved at the trade deadline, but I do think it's very possible. Obviously, I think Tommy Pham is going to be the player that's probably moved the most because he's probably the easiest to move. The White Sox are probably going to want a lot back for Robert Jr. Um,
Yeah.
and Jimenez, even with their injury history. So yeah, we'll see, man. It's not looking good on the south side of Chicago, but man, I'm really excited to kind of see what's going on with the Yankees and Dodgers. How that series shapes out after this weekend. I wasn't expecting
Yes.
these two to actually hit heads this early in the season, but here we are.
Yeah, that's the beauty, and that's a great choice by you. As far as we kind of preview a one weekend series. That's the marquee matchup. This is it, hands down. This could be. I hope it's not, because frankly, I hate both teams. But this could be a World Series preview here. Because both these teams have the talent, they have the lineups and the pitching to make a World Series run. It's going to be one heck of a series starting tonight too. Yamamoto going against Poteet. Don't know much about Poteet. I think he's only got a couple starts under his
Yeah.
belt, but he's looked pretty good so far. But Yamamoto's impressed me a lot this year. I'd give a slight edge to the Dodgers tonight. I trust Yamamoto a little more just with his long-term track record of over in Japan playing pro ball there. But what's wild though, it's kind of hard to fade the Yankees right now, man. I didn't know this till this morning. They just now overtook the Phillies for best record in baseball. The Yanks,
Correct.
boys
Yep.
in pinstripes, 45-19. Wow. I mean, that's something, man.
Their
And
offense is on
can't
fire, man.
Sunday night baseball is going to be insane. Glass now versus Gill or Hill. I always get that wrong, but that's two really, really solid pitchers there. Um,
Yeah.
Man, I'd give a slight edge in the series. I actually played bonus bet for y'all. I don't do this, but every once in a while I get a wild hair. Played the series price. I don't know if y'all ever dive into that. You can bet on the series, not just a game. I took the Dodgers minus 120 over the Yanks just because I like two out of the three pitching matchups in favor of the Dodgers. Like Yamamoto, I like Tyler Glass now.
Ew.
So yeah,
Okay.
little bonus bet there. So there you go.
I think on the show today we might have our first disagreement. Maybe not total disagreement, but
It's all right. That's all right. Hey, that's
yeah,
what. Hey,
no,
that's
that's
what
what Dueling
here
Aces
for.
is about, man.
That's it.
Um,
I mean, it is dueling. If we're living up to our show name, we can't always agree. So there you go.
yeah, no, I think Glass now is going to get possibly five, 6 Ks on the Yankees. I don't know if he's gonna get up to six, but I do think they're gonna get to him. And this Hill, um, man,
He's good.
he's something else. If you look at his he does walk, but even if he walks batters, that's about the only bad thing he does because he does not give up hits and he does not give up runs. Um, he's solid
Yeah,
as they
he's
come. He might be their best pitcher right now. So I'm really excited to see this matchup on Sunday. So I love both pitchers. Um,
yeah.
I see both of them having a pretty good game. But man, with this the way the Yankees are swinging and the way the Dodgers are kind of I guess I want to say inconsistent, but they've just been up and down this year. It's like it
Yeah,
seems like every other
recently
series they're like hot or cold. So
it's so
I guess we'll
weird.
see.
They look terrible against the P Rats of all teams, the Pirates. They just couldn't beat the Pirates. That was weird. It was a weird series.
Yeah,
May have been looking ahead, may have been peeking ahead to this huge series in the Bronx. I could see that,
sure, sure,
but
could be right. But either way, it's going to be a great series. I'm not saying that the Dodgers aren't going to win. I just think the Glass now Hill matchup. I think it might go Hill's way.
go with Hill
Um,
instead. Hey, I can see why, man. I can't. I mean,
he's been
I
so rock
disagree.
solid.
Yeah, I think Glasnell's a better pitcher, but if we're going by this year's results, he'll 8-1 with a 1.82 ERA. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to argue with that.
Yeah, man,
You know,
it's tough,
throws
man.
he
It's
throws
tough.
gas and he just
Obviously, he may not have seen an offense like the Dodgers yet. So,
yeah,
this
maybe
will be the test. I think this will be,
yeah, that's
yeah,
going
man.
to be
I'm really excited for that game, for that to see how that series pans out. Man, I mean, just last series, Otani against Paul Skeens. Man, what a matchup. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see Otani against this guy.
yeah,
See what
yeah. It's
happens.
good for baseball. Like and you nailed it, Wade. Without even looking at the stats, you knew exactly what Hill's weakness is. Yeah, his walk percentage 12.6. That could be an
He
issue, but
will get strikeouts.
everything else is lights out. So he kind of
Yeah.
makes up for it by that huge K rate, 31.5%. So great point, man.
Yeah, man. No,
Great point.
I'm really excited about that series. And man, just speaking about pitching, our show's Dueling Aces. Man, all the injuries that have transpired over the last week. I just kind of wanted
Uh,
to run through them, kind of go through them. Maybe you
yeah,
can give
go ahead.
me your thoughts on which one you think's the biggest setback. But obviously, we'll start with the Orioles. They lost John Means and Tyler Wells both to Tommy John surgery earlier in
Jeez.
the week. Obviously, when they went and got Burns, he's solidified their rotation. He's been lights out, obviously. He's been at least a steady horse for them, and they've got enough arms in the pen right now to keep them steady. I still really like their rotation of Bradish, backing him up. He can obviously have some off games, but I really like the rotation. Kramer, he can be really rock solid. He can strike out a lot of guys, surprisingly. So, that's talking about the Orioles. We've hit on them so much than this show so far because we think they're them and the Yankees is gonna really be the series to
Definitely.
watch at the end of the year. But moving on from them, a huge loss for the Brewers. Robert Gasser down on the 15-day DL with the left flexor strain. He's a
Hmm.
young rocket arm that came in, not giving a lot of earned runs, getting a lot of guys out, really helped bolster the Brewers rotation, and they're really gonna have to go after an arm in July. Um, moving
That
on from
hurts them.
them,
He was supposed to go today, I think. Gasser was supposed to start today. Yeah, that's
yeah,
and so that definitely hurts them. Yeah.
very
Wow.
soon, very soon. Padres, Musgrove, and Darvish both hit the DL. Musgrove may be a little bit longer with elbow inflammation, and Darvish has just a light groin strain, so he may be out just 10-day, 15-day. But either way, the Padres are trying to make a move on the Dodgers right now, and you're losing two of
Mm,
their better arms. Not looking
that
great there. Obviously we know the Diamondbacks with Zach Gallen. We lost that triple bet last week on him. He actually ended up hitting the 15-day DL with the hamstring strain that he already had issues with prior to the I guess earlier in the season. Prior to the season, this has kind of been lingering on. So either this is a good time to get right for the rest of the season, or this might just be his issue all season, and he just may be limping through the season.
that kills the D-backs too, because like we talked about, Merrill Kelly is on the 60-day IL, so he's not coming off anytime soon. Holy smoke! I mean,
And the two
could
pitchers they
trouble.
brought up, Henry and Slade Sissoni, I mean they're okay, but both of their
Um,
ERAs are almost five something ERA, 4.5 at least. So not looking
I
great.
love I love Brandon Fott, but he's not a true ace yet. I mean, I think he'll get there later in his career, but he's young and he's used to being in that number three spot. But now that he's gonna get going up against an opposing ace, I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about it. It's trouble in the desert for sure for the
And
Diamondbacks. I
they
mean,
opened up with I don't know if it was a league record or just the franchise record of opening payroll of 163 million. So they're probably for sure going to be looking to offload Christian Walker, some of those at least I'd say batters. I don't see them getting rid of any of the pitchers right now. So they're going to be looking to offload some of those hitters.
mm,
But either way, yeah, they are in trouble. And obviously the last one is a pretty big one, I think, is the Nationals. Even though they're not making a push for much this year, Trevor Williams went down to the DL with a right flexor strain, and he was 5-0 with a sub 3 ERA. So he's pitching very well this year.
yeah, that's a huge loss for Washington. Like uh, Trevor's pitching, he's pitching by far the best in his whole career. Like
Yeah,
before this year, he was not really that good. He was the ERA usually in the fours, but
correct.
whatever he's done, he's figured it out. He's really uh, his location's a lot better. He's not throwing that meatball right down the middle anymore. He's spotting his fastball a lot better. So that's a big loss for Washington. Uh, I'll tell you right now that is a long list, and it's been that kind of year, hadn't it, for pitchers? We saw it, back when my buddy Shane Bieber got hurt right after I bet him on him for the future for the
Yep,
Cy Young.
correct.
So it's ever since then, and then Strider goes down. I think Strider and Bieber went down the same day or the same weekend. I think it was,
Similar
and it
within a week at
seems like
least.
ever since then, all these pitchers are going down. The poor Marlins, they barely got anybody to throw out there, man. Yuri Perez got hurt at the beginning of the year. Alcantara was already hurt. You know,
Yes.
that was a
Yeah.
huge loss for them. There's just is the arms. If you can throw a ball at decent speed and got a breaking pitch, like young kids out there, just be careful with your arm. This is a good lesson. Even major league hitters, they baby these guys. They really do. They're training and all that stuff. They're lacking nothing as far as their training, their nutrition, and all that. And even they're having arm problems and other hamstring strains and all that. Yeah, take care of your arms, kids, and always always warm up and stretch before you go out and throw. Just because you're young doesn't mean you can't get hurt. But on this list, man, what hurts me personally, from a selfish standpoint, as far as season wins, the Orioles, that hurts. I have the Orioles. I hate those two guys are out. I'm sitting on an Orioles ticket over 89.5 wins. I think I'll still be fine just because you hit the nail on the head with Corbin Burns and Kyle Bradish and Dean Kramer. That's a pretty solid, 1 through 3
You still
starters
need
there.
that depth though, so it's a killer
Oh,
shot.
no, that's why I'm like, man, it hurts. And then the pod with the worst one is
Yeah,
is sitting on a Padres over 81.5, losing Darvish, woo, and
I
Musgrove. Now
know.
Musgrove's been terrible this year. I don't know what's going on with
On the
him. He
road,
hadn't,
he's been very bad.
but Yu's been pretty good. He got that
Yeah,
sinker working
yeah,
pretty well. So
correct.
that really, I mean, both these hurt. Anytime you lose a starter, it hurts.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the pods. I was going to look and see what they're projected. Team Ranking's a great site, by the way, if you want to see like projected win totals. They update it every morning.
Correct.
I love checking it out just to see how our futures are doing. But yeah, they're projecting 81.4 wins. And I've got over 81.5. But I wonder if that's taking into account those toe injuries. I doubt it. So I don't feel good about
I think you're
it.
I think you're still fine, man.
Hope so, man.
They're
We'll
they're
see.
they're poised. They made the right moves. They brought in Areza, so no, I think they'll be
So,
fine. They still have some horses in the bullpen. They probably have the best closer in baseball. He's actually, I think, in some people's top five for the Cy Young right now. I think he's got 17 saves under I don't know if it's under a 1 ERA, maybe under a 2 ERA.
mhm.
Vasquez. So
Yeah,
he's good, and
looking
I mean obviously you have Cease who can be up and down.
looking
Waldron's
good.
Waldron's not bad. This Mazier guy they just brought up. We'll see how he can fare. So we'll,
Knuckleball. I love the knuckleballer, old Waldron. I've cashed a few tickets with him.
yeah,
Had to
no.
put
So we'll
had to put the DWB hat back on. Felt naked without Eat Watch Bet on.
No, it's
So
good. I will say good news though is Garrett Cole had his first rehab start on Tuesday. He
nice.
threw 45 pitches, went 3 and a third innings, 4 Ks, 2 hits allowed, no runs. So at least with all these injuries, which honestly we could have an entire show, which would be an hour long of all the injuries we've had this year for the pitchers. At least we'll be getting one back soon. So
Yeah,
that's good news leading into our best bets for the day.
sir. Absolutely.
So what do you
Can't
think, man? What'd you
can't
find on the
wait,
board?
man.
Because I know you had what five best bets over there at Bettor's Insider. You guys
Insider.
go check out bettorsinsider.com. They've got free articles with daily bets that you guys can get. So
Absolutely. And check out Wade. My man Wade's got a free pickup at eatwatchbet.com right now.
correct.
Nice little prop for you. He's going to be doing some MLB for us from time to time. Obviously, he does UFC and golf for us over at Bettor's Insiders. We appreciate his contributions. We're blessed to have him as part of the team. But as far as best bet goes, man, look, we got to get right today, baby. We got to get right.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
yeah.
This is Friday. It's the best day on the board to bet baseball. Uh, got I got props. Favorite one though is may seem like Captain Obvious, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to go Garrett Crochet over 7.5 Ks. Best line. What did I find? Best line. I think it's minus 110 at FanDuel right now. It's best line. I typically don't like playing overs on 7.5, 8.5. Those are kind of risky. But
Sure.
Crochet's worth it, man. I mean, he's a freaking stud. He throws 97. He's got a ton of extension out here, so it looks more like 100. It's also, a lot of folks don't know this, he's got a 91 mile an hour cutter that he drops in there just to keep hitters honest. You know, he's mainly the only bright spot on this whole White Sox team. Crazy to think Crochet was a reliever for the White Sox for 3 years until they transitioned him into a starter this year. It makes it even more impressive his success. He's really figured it out. His extension, his whiff rate, his chase rates, all off the chart. Strikeout rate, my goodness, 33.7% K rate. It's in the 95th percentile. It means only 5% of pitchers have a higher K rate than Crochet. Yeah, just love his fastball, love his cutter. Got great stuff. Gets an ideal matchup with the Red Sox tonight, man. Oh my goodness. Boston has a decent lineup. I don't mind the rest of this lineup, but they cannot hit lefties. They just can't do it. You go back, they've got a ton of guys with K rates over 28% or more. Uh, yeah, I just don't see them doing much against Crochet. The way he's been rolling, I think we could possibly cash this in the fourth inning, man. Feel really good about it. Four other plays are up there. Yeah, four other plays at bettorsinsider.com. So check them out. They're free every morning except the weekends. For weekend action, you got to sign up for Wade's service, which I highly, highly suggest you do. Just $15 a month. Can't beat the price, can't beat the value. He's sweeping the board, all the time now like crazy. This has been a great week for him. Great week for his VIP members. Um, you know, Jump on board. What you got to lose doesn't matter what. If you're just starting out in betting and you've been betting for 20 years, it's all about getting good information. Nobody has better information than Wade. So, what about you, my man? What do you got? You got hopefully you got a, always love it when you either do an outs or a walks prop. That kind of always teaches me something. You got one of those for me?
No, man, I wanted to tap on the back end of your breakdown here because I'm astounded at Crochet's numbers here. I still have the charts pulled up on outlier.bet here. If you guys want, go ahead and use code Wade, and you guys get a 7-day free trial to try this out and see if you guys like this. If you guys want to look for your own props, um, but man, against this lineup, I can't believe actually Outlier has him sitting at 100 percentile for K rate and K per nine rate at 33.7% and 12%. And you're right, man. Boston cannot hit versus left-handed pitchers. Last 30 days, they rank second to last in K rate. For the entire season, they're dead last. Both
Yep.
sitting, both sitting 26% or higher. So this is a really great find, and especially with this fastball that he throws 52.9% of the time. Um, they have six batters. Is that right? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Actually, seven batters that hit worse than their normal average strikeout rate higher against fastballs.
Yep.
Um, and then the slider's even worse if he dares to bring the slider out, which he only throws 15% of the time. Almost
Right.
the entire lineup has a higher strikeout rate versus a slider than their normal
Did not.
average.
Great.
So
That's great info from Outlier there.
no, I mean this is a really good look. Um, yeah, man, can't go wrong with this. The number's pretty high, but yeah, as you said, it's can't go wrong with this. The matchup's
Yeah, I think
perfect
it's high for a reason. It's high for a reason.
for
It's
sure.
just sometimes the books can't set a line high enough. We've seen it last year with Strider. When Strider was really dialed in, they'd set 9.5. He'd still strike out 12. You just
Correct.
can't let it scare you away. It does me sometimes, just because a lot can go wrong when you have if he has an inning or two where he gets no strikeouts, that can kind of set you back. But
Or if he gets
I don't know. I just
destroyed,
I
gets lit
think he's
up.
so dialed in. It's not going to matter. So
Yeah, I'm checking his hit props right now. Um, he, I guess his median's 3.85. So if he stays around four hits, he should be good. That'd be a really good look. But yeah, I mean the only way this bet probably loses if he gets peppered and gives up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. Just can't strike anybody out, like you said. So
yeah, that would be
no,
weird.
I love the look, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, today was man, there's just so much. There's a lot of pitchers going today that I really like. Um,
Mhm.
it's really tough to pick just one. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and give the one out that I think is the best value for people's
Okay.
money. I guess that's always the best way to look at this is I'm trying to find the best value, best
Sure.
lines,
Absolutely.
and I found Griffin Canning. At the time, the his under 17 and a half outs was plus money. Um,
That's a steal.
pull up the data here. Yeah, no, for the season, he's under this in 75% of games. Nine of his 12 starts, he's been under, and he's coming off his best start of the year. He went 20 outs versus Seattle, which obviously they're not a very good hitting team. But I think he comes into the perfect matchup to fall back on. He's every time he's gone over, which are all three games, he's had it. He's come back down the following game, which I really like to find trends like that. Um, he's actually
Progression.
facing the Astros, who right now versus right-hand pitchers for the last 30 days they're ranked second in average at hitting 270. They're ranked fifth on base percentage, 324, and third on OPS, and then ranked third in WRC plus with 122.3. So yeah, I really like this look. He has a 4.69 ERA, pushing almost five, 2.6 0.26 batting average, and a very low K rate, sitting around 16%. Um,
Correct. Yep.
and obviously the Astros, they're one of the least strikeout teams in all of baseball. So put that together, he can't get many strikeouts. They're at least going to be putting the ball in play. Um, he'll probably get a walk or two, maybe. So we'll see. But I can see either way. I think they'll take him into deeper counts, and we'll see an under here. So I don't think he'll get to a full 6 innings. So he might make it into six. He might make a sweat. But yeah, I like this look.
Yeah, that's a really, really good one. And at plus money, it's almost like stealing weight, honestly. A lot of books have that well into the minus money. So great job by you. Great find. It's looking
Yeah, over
up
his
Canning.
last two or three games against them, he's gone under twice. He went
Yeah.
11, 15, and then he did hit 18 one time. But we'll see, man.
I was actually looking
This
up
lineup kind of
because
goes, which knows you like the Astros because you put a little wager on them to be the hottest team this month. So hopefully this fits right into that.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can bet on, or well, I think it's only available like the last day of the previous month and then the first day of the new month.
Yeah, correct.
Bet on which team you think will have the most wins in that month. I did take the Astros. I think it was like 18 to 1. I put a few bucks on it just to see, because I like their offense a lot.
Mm.
But I love this play by you on Canning. I'm actually on his under strikeouts as well, just for
Okay.
a lot of reasons you talked about.
Okay.
Look at Cannon, man. I mean, he shows flashes of being good
Yeah.
sometimes. It's just quick flashes. It's just like, I don't get it. His only good pitch, in my opinion, is his changeup, and he doesn't use it to strike guys out. Uses it trying to get ground balls. His hard hit rate, 41.6% hard hit rate, it's in the 29th percentile. Not good. And guys like Jose Altuve, Yordan Alvarez, they can make him pay if he wants to hang that slider and curveball, which he's been known to do. Could see an early exit for Mr. Cannon here. I'm like you. I think he maybe goes 5, but really it wouldn't surprise me if they knock him out in the 4th, just because
Sure.
Houston. You read off
that.
all this.
I love
The
that.
Houston's still in righties, and I hope it continues, man. I really do. I don't know if they're getting Kyle Tucker back today yet or not. I haven't heard. That kind of sucks that he's out. But even with him, I don't think it's going to matter.
No, I will say, Manning's kind of a tale of two seasons. Last season, he went over 7 strikeouts, 11 games. He hit 12 one game, he hit 9 3 games, hit 8 one game. And it was all kind of bunched together there towards the middle end of the last year. So I'm surprised he didn't carry that over to this season. But right now, his highest total on the season, 6, against Boston, a team we
Yeah.
just talked about. Uh,
There you
so we'll
go.
see. Yeah, I think this is a great play for Griffin to go under strikeouts.
Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. He only throws 93. He's not going to blow anybody away.
No,
Um,
no,
he can at times get in trouble with walks. Barrel percentage is bad. Uh, yeah, just
good.
everything about and you would think, okay, is he getting unlucky? No, he's 2-5 for a reason. His ERA is 4.69. You go over and check his expected ERA, which kind of is supposed to take quote luck out of the equation. Expected ERA is 4.89. Expected ERA is a little bit worse than his actual ERA.
Yeah, correct.
So yeah, he's not. He is right now. He is who he is. In the words of was it Denny Green? They are who we thought they were.
I love it.
Yeah, I love that look, man. If I played outs props, I'd be all over it. Yeah,
All
good
right,
good job.
man. Well, I
Good
appreciate
job.
everybody listening today. Appreciate you joining the show again, Mike, as always. Love doing the
Problem.
show with you. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
feelings mutual, friend. Appreciate you making time to have me on, and glad we got the audio worked out on my end. Sorry about that. Hated making y'all wait all the way a full week for another show, but just a weird growing pains thing, man. I'm dealing on a laptop here that is getting a little age on it, so maybe we have to look at getting a new one here soon. But yeah, all is well, man. All is well. Sign up for Wade Service, guys. He's on a heater right now. It's a great time to sign up. I mean, he's going to give you consistent profits.
yeah,
Can't
guys,
beat
go
it.
to wop.com, search top flight bets, or go to X, go to @Wade's Bets. The link in my bio will take you there. You get a 7-day free trial, and if you use code JOIN, you get 50% off of $15 a month, which would be $7.50 a month for 37 days. So
You
can't really
cannot beat
beat
that.
that.
No.
Might as well try it.
I mean, really, what does that come out to? Like, I mean, 750 divided by
Oh, it's very
37.
cheap.
20 cents a day.
There
20
you
cents,
go.
like not even a quarter. Like,
20 cents a day.
trust me, that's I'm telling you. Wade's one of the best at finding these hidden gems. He's in markets that really they're hidden gems right now. There's a lot of untapped potential in MLB props right now. Wade's ahead of the curve. It's not the edges are not always going to be there,
Appreciate
but
that.
right now they are in the outs and the walks and earned runs. Earned runs have been crushing earned runs lately too. I
Yeah,
like
thank
that
you.
market as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
But yeah, man, sign up for
Yeah.
Surge. Can't go wrong. Check out bettersinsider.com every day. Watchbet.com every day.
Yes.
We'll
Yes.
see you back. I'll actually be off Monday. I'm playing a golf tournament with my dad. It'll be fun. Little charity event. Can't wait for that. But we'll be back on
Yeah.
Tuesday if
Yes,
Wade's
sir.
available.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
pray the shoulder holds up, man. I'm an old
Yep.
man. Let's go pray it
Just
holds up.
stripe it right down the middle of the fairway, baby.
We hope, baby. We hope. Fingers crossed.
Mike's gonna be out there seeking pins on
That's
Monday.
it.
So yeah, man,
That's
we'll be
exactly
rooting for you. I
it.
love the banter as always. We'll get back at it on Tuesday. Appreciate everybody joining us. Good luck
Yep.
on your bets today. Good luck your bets on the weekend. Let's crush it.
Do it. Let's
See you
cash them,
guys.
guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Boom.